Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this one I thought we could discuss self-sabotage and ways in which we do it. Self-love has been the theme on social media for the last 10 years. It seems like everybody is forever preaching how they adore themselves, how they are the baddest bitch in the game, which I love for us. But upon some observation, you always see that people are not necessarily living what they preach, perhaps myself included as well. Y'all know I create these videos as a reminder to myself as well. So I thought in this one we could discuss subtle ways in which we sabotage ourselves sometimes. I'm going to tell you about a friend. I mean, friend isn't the right word to describe her. She's more of an former acquaintance that I had, and she was together with this bum, you guys. And this man, he wasn't just a bum because he couldn't hold a job, okay? He was also a bum because he didn't do anything around the house, even though he wasn't working. So this woman used to work in the hospital, and they had a son together, by the way. And even though he was jobless, he refused to stay at home with his son, okay? Their boy had to go to daycare. I guess playing Mario Kart all day does cost a lot of energy. So it was just a whole lot. And she would call me all the time and vent and complain about him, and I would make room to listen. I did really empathize with the situation. I felt she was gathering the courage to leave, and that is why I used to listen to her all the time. Sometimes she would also ask me toward the end of the month if I could help her out a bit, not with much, maybe 50 bucks, 75 bucks, stuff like that. And I would always lend it to her or give it to her. But then one day she called me and she told me that she was with child, and I'm like, hey, you are expecting again? And you guys, when I tell you that I was on the other side of the phone, like literally flabbergasted, like I couldn't say a thing for around 40 seconds. And then I told her, you know what, girl, I'm just gonna have to get back to you, okay? I would call you back, I'm doing laundry or something. And I never ended up calling her back, you guys. I'm not necessarily proud of this. It would have been better if I told her that I didn't want the friendship again. But she just was really moving against what she was telling me, which is that she wanted to buy a house and stuff like that. And but now she was with child, and we all know that it is really difficult when you have two children and only one income to move up. Socially she doesn't believe in unaliving children, which is okay. Everyone has their own beliefs when it comes to that. I want to say that this guy was also cheating on her, right? And he would use her car to do so, right? He would actually argue, you guys, like back and forth with her until she leaves her car at home and goes to work with the bus. Couldn't be me, okay? And then he would use her car to go and cheat, I guess to feel like a man. He would go and see his girlfriends or whatever, whoever it is he's he was courting, dating, and people would tell her, I saw your man at McDonald's, Burger King's with some girl. And she would tell me, oh, she's not sure these people are telling the truth, but somebody once took a picture of her car and showed her. So I actually do believe that he was doing it. I do believe he was cheating on her with her car while she was at work. Anyways, I'm bringing this up to show you that sometimes we are our own worst enemy, right? I know people who say that they want to lose the weight, but they eat McDonald's on Mondays, they eat Burger King Tuesday, they eat Wendy's on Thursdays, they eat on Friday, Five Guys, Sunday they eat KFC. Y'all get my point, okay? They eat like fried food and fast food every single day of the week, but then they claim that they love themselves. Like, if you love yourself, you would actually care about eating healthy food, right? You would care about drinking water, not drinking soda all day. I know that I must have been smoking for 15 years, you guys, 15 years, and it's a habit that I knew I had to cut off because I knew this is not good for my health. It's not something that people who genuinely care about their health would do, okay? So I'm not claiming that it is easy to cut back on some habits, but I really wanted to bring out this video so that we can introspect together and think about the stuff that we tend to do that doesn't really scream self-love, the people that we allow in our lives that are boundary pushers, people who don't respect any form of boundaries, hell, people who don't have any form of respect for our time, for our money, okay, for our energy, for nothing whatsoever, our kids, our partners. We all have people like that around us at some point, at least in our life. People who got reckless mouth, people who give unasked opinions, you know, just people who are always broke, always begging for some form of money, for some support in some way, shape or form. You know, people who always want you to help them move, who always want favors. Okay, child, who has the time for that? To always be giving and never receiving anything in return. You know, I'd like you to pay attention to the fact that I feel this is something that social media does a lot, and I actually wanted to create a dedicated video for this, but I guess I can just lump it in this one. Is that, you know, self-pampering is not self-care. I really want to stress that. I feel like a lot of the time when we talk self-care, we talk getting your nails done, we talk getting your hair done, we talk getting massages, taking a bath, and all of that is amazing. Okay, I love all of that stuff. I engage all of that stuff regularly, right? But I think it's really important for us to remind ourselves that none of that is, you know, self-care, right? That is just, it's self-pampering. True self-care is discipline. Discipline will always be the highest form of self-love, you guys. True self-care is knowing that you have to go to bed at 10. Why? Because you gotta wake up in the morning and be at the gym by 6. Okay, and that is true self-care. Instead of being on Instagram or TikTok scrolling until 2 o'clock in the morning, now you know you're going to be tired in the morning, you're not going to be able to work out, and because you're so tired, you're going to eat a lot of junk food, because your insulin level is going to spike, and all of your day you're going to be tired, so you're going to be irritable, you know, you're going to be a mess to be around, your co-workers are going to dislike you. You know, it's just a slippery slope, you guys. So remember this. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember that self-pampering isn't self-care. True self-care is taking care of yourself, as in feeding your body, you know, a gallon a day. Okay, it's reading, feeding your mind, and not, you know, just reading gossip and trash, but reading, you know, actual things that would improve your life, you know, applying for the type of jobs you want, you know, rejecting the type of partners you don't want, you know. Do not let loneliness make you sorrow. Trust that I've been there before and you don't want to be there. Okay, that is what true self-care is about. It's about putting yourself first. It's about being able to say no to distractions, you know. It's about being able to sacrifice today for tomorrow, knowing that, you know, you have to save money today so that tomorrow you can have enough. You know, if you live in America, have a 401k and stuff like that. That is what true self-care is about. You know, it's the highest form of discipline. It isn't, you know, eating out every day, hang out with friends every day, drinking every day. You know, I understand that it's fun, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie, you know, I have engaged, you know, drinking every day. Actually engaged drinking red wine regularly. I'm not even fan of front, but, you know, not nearly as much as I used to. Obviously not every night, and not, you know, in amounts that is gonna make the next day unbearable. So, you know, obviously we can't cut out all of the fun out of life, but, you know, it is really important to bring in some discipline in it, because otherwise it simply doesn't work, you know. So remember to set limits, set boundaries with kids, with, you know, family members as well. This is something that we do not do, and but it is so important. I don't care who the person is, whether it's your cousin or your mama. Okay, if somebody is not good for your mental health, make sure that you are taking them in small doses. Also, make sure that you are sleeping enough. Okay, ladies, at least 7 hours a night. Make sure you're going to the dentist regularly. Make sure that you are going to the gynecologist regularly. Okay, that you're keeping up with your prep. Make sure, you know, that you do stuff like this that, you know, are not maybe the most glamorous things, but these are the stuff that is going to keep you alive for a long time and healthy. I already talked about working out, so that I don't want to get into that again. Make sure you take walks. Okay, walk every day, for even if it's just for 15 minutes or 6 times a week. If you can't do that, at least try for 3 times a week minimum. Okay, 2 to 3 times a week. Take a walk of fresh air just for 15 minutes, clear your mind and stuff like that. Let's, you know, not only be about, oh, this is the super cute selfie, okay, I look so good, da, 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 you know, I'm a bad BATCH, and caption that on Instagram. Let's be about the walk. Okay, let's not only be about the talk, let's be about the walk. Okay, that's all I wanted to bring you guys today. Word of encouragement, so that, you know, a reminder to myself and to you all that we can't only be about the talk, we also have to be about the walk. On that note, I hope that all is well with you guys. I have missed you tremendously, and I'm going to try to upload a lot more in the coming weeks, also a lot more lifestyle videos, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this reminder, do not forget to give the video a thumbs up in the comment section down below. Let me know, you know, what do you think? Do you feel like taking a bath and getting your nails done and stuff like that, getting a massage, do you feel like that is still self-care, or do you agree with me that that is more like of a self-pampering routine? Do not forget to subscribe to my channel as well, and I will talk to you guys very soon, promise. Bye guys. Mwah.